Betika Ghana. Play with the champions. You know, there's so many ways to keep enjoying the things you love with MTN just because everything is made simple just for you. On MTN, you get to enjoy convenience when and anywhere you top up your MTN account. Just top up your credit by using MTN mobile money value. Retailers who do not comply will be sanctioned accordingly. It's super simple and convenient, and that's why we're good together. MTN is now live in Ghana. Play with us and enjoy the highest boosted odds. Create your own winning combinations with Betika's Fab Boom Betty. And with only 50 pesos, sign up on betika.com.gh and enjoy our fun virtuals and casino games. Betika, play with the champions. Betika is registered under the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Now, this afternoon, I have a very, very special guest, actually. Yeah. I want us to understand what Ashama. People have asked me what it means, and I really don't have an idea. Well, the man I'm spending time with this afternoon has an idea what it might mean as a dean of the Center of International Programs and a member of the Governing Council. And actually, check out this book by Professor Yaw Sekyi-Baidoo, which is Akan Personal Names. And it's quite a very heavy book, about what? 400 and something pages, and I'm going to go through it because I really also want to understand. So honored to meet you today. So I have your book, like you can see.
Okay, yes.
Ebenezer, let me have it. I've not been able to compile this.
About 10 years.
About 10 years. Wow, 10 years of work.
Yes.
What did you set out to do exactly?
Actually, that article wasn't going to be able to let me go as deep enough on account names. So I like their names. Because sometimes we think that our names don't even have meaning. And I thought that once I finished Akan Names Dictionary.
Akan Names Dictionary?
Yeah, personal names. So that some time to come, you can even how the names have did begin and how they have changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you've done music for years.
Yes.
She actually thought you were here for music. But you know, earlier I asked you whether you know the meaning of your name. Call me and tell me the meaning of your name if you do know it. You know, normally they have very indigenous, lovely urban names. And they know the meanings like right there.
Yes, beautiful.
Right?
Yes.
But not any other tribe, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So if you're not going to tell you, when I'm back, I'd ask him what my Sechama means because it means if I don't know.
You've worked hard for your money to do all your transactions with MTN Momo. Present your national ID, vote because we are good together. Remember to present any of these valid national ID cards for all your Momo transactions at...
Play with the champions and monetize your shouts with Betika because Betika means more Sika for you. Betika gives you more options to win on Casino Fala Daily Jackpot. Enjoy 100% of your first deposit amount as any better than this. Betika means more Sika, so Betinedi Sika. Play with the champions below 18 years.
All right, Akan Personal Names. Very, very comprehensive book. We want to know the meanings of our name. So you can call me and tell me the meaning of your name if you know it from and all of that. So, Prof, I'd want us to start with me.
Yes.
Because like I said, I don't know the meaning. Strict man. And
Strong,
the whole strong man.
Very good.
Very thick, tall.
And it's quite close to my name, Sekyi. And
yes, you are Sekyi. Mine is an S-A, yours is an S-E.
Okay, those are spelling. So, Eja become Eja Infante.
Okay.
And Eradi become Iraze and Chi. But our names, so the names are basically the same, Sekyi and Sekyi. They are the same. Sa, which gives Osafo.
Okay.
Osafo. So it's Sa, and then the second one is Chi, means hate. So
Uchi Bibi.
Uchibi, Nenichi, Nkate means open hater of war. But if you hate war, you don't run away. You have the cloud. Now, when you have formed Sekyi, you want to find extensions of. You can add other things to the name. Like when you cut the name Boa, you can have Boakon, or it's also the form Ma or Ama, which means to be full.
That guy, did you hear that? I'm full. Like
so full. So
yeah, Shemima.
Very good.
Shemima.
So it's the fullest capacity.
Okay.
And then Esa to some means to
his Sekyi is half. Mine is Sekyi, so I'm full.
No. Yours is the extension. Ours is the full. Yours is
Yaw Mato.
Your name is
Yaw Mato.
Yaw Mato.
Yeah, that's an airway. The notness, those from the bushes, unique meanings.
Right.
Mine simply means Call me, oh God, and let me your matter now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a very nice name. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah.
Because what he said is a full sentence.
Yeah.
Call me, full sentence.
Right.
And those ones are very easy to retain in terms of meaning.
Okay.
Like from sentences, but form from concepts.
Concepts.
So like you say, it's a concept. It's not a sentence, it's a concept. Like say, do, it's a concept. And so because it's a concept, it's very easy for the meanings to get lost, especially also because the language has been changed.
She wants to know what Yamoa and Amoa mean.
Okay. Amoa means one of help.
One of help.
Now, sometimes the name is formed out of whether helper or you see, or people that give help. So Amoa is just a helper, and Yeboah Ntumi. These are forms of the same name, and Yentumi.
Okay.
So they both mean helper.
Similarities between a lot of names. You're talking about Amoa. There's Amoadu. Amoakwa. You know,
yes. And the kwa and the do and the be plenitude and to be plenty.
Okay.
And te means to be true, and pon means to be great. So you can have or amwakwa or buakwa. So these or buatia or amwatia.
Let me get on the phone lines back. Hello.
Hello, Lexis.
Hi. What's your name, my dear?
My name is me Tichuano. What's the Tichuan fan but they don't really know the name, but I know the appellation that is attached to the name, that Tichuan fan
Techuan Yeding.
Which would they be?
No, you don't know that. Okay, I don't know whether Prof has an idea, but Prof is here. Hello, Prof.
It gives the idea of something being solid. And that's why, how come even when we see somebody is a very comfortechi.
Okay.
Comfortechi or comfortechi amwa.
Yeah.
So we are that is maybe coming at the last of all.
Let me also make my input so that people will consider it, because you've been breaking the names down, right?
Yes. But you see,
so Techivi Tanechi.
That's serious. Some names are formed from what we call the opportunity to be commemorated as a name.
Okay.
They will not use Buba as a name. So the things that are mighty, the things that are honorable.
Okay.
Mata is very, very serious.
Other names give reference to God, like Mauli, which means God exists.
Yes.
Some are dangerous. For example, walk and go and die. Wow.
But why it's not dangerous? That's the part of impossible.
Uh-huh.
But that is what happens in life. And that name is to tell people to be careful.
What's your name?
Kalulu.
Kalulu.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Now, that really means that the person who names someone after that name, child by that name, to commemorate that incident.
Okay.
Another, which means that when they give birth to a child dies and gives birth and the child dies, then they give them baby. That's a Ga, but that name is a Jiku Inko. What's the name? Now, that Domelevo name is actually a Hamanko. Now, the response, so we have Jiku Inko, we have a Hamanko, we have a Hanunko. A Hanunko are like nicknames, and so on. Behind the pong is a tiger, right? Behind the tiger, dogs play around. Do you understand? So that's the name of a warrior, Fiyama, and so on. So in Ever, we have same thing that cuts across all tribes. The chief is smiling all right, but inside him is different. So Domalafo means inside you, inside your stomach is different. So
it all makes sense now.
Exactly. Indeed, it does.
Anyway, thank you so much, bro.
You're welcome.
So, Prof,
yes.
I want to understand in what ways did the contact with Europeans, and there's still people who have names that you would ideally say are foreign, but they're Ghanaians.
Yes. everything was changed. Our language was even changed. I mean, one or the other. Our religion was changed. But you know, in those days, it was normally and then a surname. Now, accounts normally didn't name themselves; weren't named after their fathers. You have your father names.
Right. My father is Nyama.
Nyama.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm not Nyama.
Nyama. Very good. So, but when they went to school, then the white man gives you, and the white people give them their names. And sometimes some people felt that the white man's names were beautiful, and so they picked them. But the other Baidoo means 10th born becomes Baidoo.
Baidoo?
Yes.
That's your name?
Yes, that's my name.
But
Egan, you know, the name Ijan,
yeah.
or Jan.
Jan.
So that name becomes, in a European sense, and then you have somebody called Kuntum who calls himself Blankson, and people who are called, was a much superior culture, and people loved to associate with the white man. What they did, the black man says that, the white man says Edu, so now, from now on, I'm also Edu. White man says, is Bosia.
Buzia na Bosia.
Bosia. So you can go to Wenchi now and find people called Kofi Bosia or Kwam Bosia, where Bosia will mean low. Sometimes, like Sekyi, became Saki.
Okay.
So the Ghana people had, the word was not Banchin, it was banking.
The
cassava was banking. It's not Denkira, it was Denkira. And a white man wrote Denki. People associated those spellings with the white man.
Okay.
And so the person who was called Jansan became Gansa. Ja means fatherhood, and San means never finish.
Right.
Jansan becomes Gansa. So these are ways bringing together the indigenous form of the name, or Mensa.
Bishop calling from Asante Mampong.
Okay, Bishop, welcome.
Yeah,
Let's hear
I thank Prof for the education. Well, yes, I am from the north. For example, my maiden name is Nyan Hoba in Besa. Danga has the word. And when I grew up, I tried to ask my father and my grandfather, because my father told us on a grass about marrying my mother. Something happened to be given to my father. And that's why when I was the firstborn, they gave me that name. Anger has no reward. And they also tell on us. So in my work, I'm not saying I don't become angry. I become angry. But when I remember my name, go on.
Bishop, that's a very interesting one. Thank you so much as well for sharing. This has been so enlightening. I totally, says Lexis, please find out the meaning for me. I've been searching for it for a long time. Would you attempt that?
Which can become in tree among the Quapians. In tea means some bad things from happening.
Okay.
Like Kwesinti.
Okay.
So the name in tea. So we have in tea and in team, different names, in tea Amwa, and which have become like Apiaje and others. These are separate names which have over.
A lot to learn in this book. I mentioned earlier, Akan Personal Names by Professor Yaw Sekyi-Baidoo. I got a copy from finding and understanding their names.
Yeah, I think that hopefully from next week, copies will be available at ECC Lab.
Of your name and probably even the concepts, behind the names that we've shared today. Thank you so much. I'm sure people would want to get in touch.
Different accounts, so.
Oh, I see.
On Facebook, they can find me.
All right. So that's Professor Yaw Sekyi-Baidoo. I'm grateful so much. We're totally grateful. Professor Yaw Sekyi-Baidoo is a professor in the Department of English, and he's been educating us on the meanings of names and all of that. Thank you again. Let me say thank you to my 99.7 FM. Our Drive Chat is probably brought to you by MTN TCL.
AstraZeneca vaccine against COVID-19 to do so. This comes as some European countries suspend use of the jab